What do you think? What's going on? You think something's gonna happen? Look at there. Look what come in the door. Who is that?
What's up?
Get him.
Getting ready to. Oh, I put your check over there on the thing.
Oh,
I found it in the printer.
Or listen up to the
Yeah.
Hey everybody, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes, and today I want to go over a few things and show you the most awesome people that have been sending us some things. I'm not going to show you the people, but I'm going to show you the gifts that they've sent.
Where do you have the people?
Well, you know, and I tell everybody, I gave my cell phone out, 5-6 years ago on the internet when I was in your backyard, and man, I was like, I was building, answering the phones, doing it all, and still wish I could, believe it or not. But that number got out, and people still send me. I get texts from people because I don't put everybody in my contacts, and I get some of the awesome texts of encouragement and ideas and stuff like that to send them to me. That's why I get 2 phones now, because the one phone is just getting bombarded. So I take that old number and I phone and I leave it here in the office at about 4 or 5 o'clock, and then I have my personal phone just so I can call my boys and people that are, friends in my life. But I thank you for sending all that stuff. And you got to understand that these shows go on every single day. And I was thinking about it today, Amanda. We have done, I don't know how many shows now, maybe 1,700 shows.
Maybe.
Because it was 1,500 back at the beginning of the year or so.
We've done a ton.
So we're pretty much, so if we've done about 1,700 shows,
That's crazy.
There's not one show that I regret.
No.
There's not one show that I've said anything that I regretted. There's not one show that I've said anything about money, about deals, about ideas, about anything that I regret. Nothing has ever been done. We've
Right.
never said anything off color, derogatory to anybody, human being, or nothing ever. Not even politically or religiously.
Right.
I think that's a feat. Over 1,700 hours almost of being your mouth rattling on without a script and saying something. If that doesn't prove who you are as a person, I don't know what will. Put anybody else out here for 1,700 hours and see what kind of stuff comes out of them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We put these, I don't know if you guys know, but we turn these videos on in the middle of our day, at the end of our day, at the beginning of our day, and we have got massive stuff going on all the time.
Always.
There's an extreme amount of stress off and on during the day. It's not all the time. It'll just go off the charts. We do have stress here. We do have people here that we contend with, and customers and contracts, and there's all kinds of stuff, but that goes with the business. All right? There's always going to be somebody that doesn't like who we are, what we're doing.
Right.
And no matter how hard we try, we're never going to be able to satisfy them.
Right.
So we have to, you mentally shift gears, and you got to keep going, because the bigger picture is we're building homes for people that need homes, and we're growing as a company, and we're trying to do a better job every single day, right? So with that said, I wanted to show you some of the beautiful things that people have sent me, the encouragement. We were in Newport this morning, Amanda and I, and some friends, and we were in a parking lot, and when we come out, we were getting ready to go in the car, this couple came up to us. I didn't even know him from Blue. And she looked at me and she said, "The tiny home guy," right?
She
and pointed.
did.
And she's a local Newport lady.
And I think her name, it was George and Edie.
Edie, yeah.
I think so.
And if you're watching, thank you for coming up to me, because
So sweet.
I always forget, or don't even think that we have any kind of notoriety, or I forget we're on here all the time. When this is off, there's
You have to
nothing.
go to work.
There's nothing. I'm just going to Food City and getting my groceries, But she coming to me and recognized me, and then Amanda, of course, her voice, and but she was real sweet. And she looked at me and she said, looked me dead in the eye, doesn't even know me from Adam, just all these videos. But boy, she had this look in her, just calm look in her eye. And she goes, and out of the blue, she said, "You're a good man, Randy Jones." And I was like, wow, that was cool.
It was very nice.
That was a nice compliment.
Yeah, they were cute as
For
can
everything
be.
that we go through, and the stuff that we have to, deal with, and as growing as a company is, and the challenges that we have, that is such an encouragement of somebody that she just looked at me and she said, and she hugged me, because you're a good man, Randy. And it was weird. It was almost like that come out of, it was like it's scripted because it was needed to be said and this whole thing was going on.
It came at a moment that it was needed. It was it was almost like they were placed.
Yeah.
That's what it felt
like.
like.
It was so cool. So
yeah.
As you guys know, we're not telling you the whole story. You got to read between the lines about everything. We're not going to ever say anything about anybody here, mention names or do anything because this is life. Life continues. Things happen. My phones are dinging. And it's just part of it. You know, I've been in business. I never know how to turn this phone off. There we go. And so I've been in business a long time, probably over 30 years now. And there's always going to be something going on you got to deal with.
Sure.
You know? So,
part of it.
So let's get to it. I know I don't want to bore you guys, and I always say never boring, never boring. And I don't want to say it because I know that you all tune in. You want to see tiny homes, but you know what? You also want to see life. You know what? And I bring these videos on. We bring these videos on just to show you everything. We'll show you from the girls working in here to Ace and what's happening, right? So right now, and I've got a call coming on here that I may have to go off, and we'll do this later. But since I went to Medellin, Colombia, and it was a big deal to go out of the country to get stem cells in my joints and my back, and I was a lot worse off than I thought I was when I got there. But I never say anything about the pain or walking and climbing and everything I do, and I kept climbing, kept walking, kept working. But it's been on for years, even before I started this company, and it's been getting a little bit worse. But somebody sent me this book, and it was just a awesome book. I haven't read it yet. I just got it in the mail, and so I'm excited. The most thing is just somebody took the time to send me a book, you know. And she wrote on there, went through the pages and marked kind of highlight the area in that book. But it said, I got this book yesterday and heard your video last night. When you got back, maybe this book can help. And she put pages for this and that. And then she told me a place in Atlanta and some other places and things to look at. But somebody to take the time to send it to me. You know, I never want gifts. I like to give. I don't want to receive. And I don't know if everybody's like that or not, but it's just, it's just hard to get gifts and stuff like that. Here's another one that was an inspirational book. It's called Walden. And it's Henry D. Is that Thoreau?
Let me see.
Thoreau?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is a neat book. And it's, I think, a memoir and of a minimalist. I haven't had time to even brief it since I've been back. We have been going so hard about the Incrediboxes and all that. So, and here's a card that came with it also. And this card, Dear Randy and Amanda, I was rereading this book and instantly thought of you. It is so wonderfully describes your vision of the tiny home community. Beautiful. Isn't that cool?
That is cool. It's beautiful.
So I can't wait to just spend time and read that every once in a while when I get time, you know. And then I don't want to let you read that, Amanda. Maybe when I go on the phone or something, you can do that.
Fine.
But I didn't even open this one yet. Okay. Somebody sent me this. I don't have a name that sent it to me. I don't think they signed it. Okay. But tiny house floor plans. That was cool. This one here. This is one I haven't opened yet. Somebody sent me wildflowers from West Virginia. My mom's from West Virginia. And I've got other wildflowers that people sent. And the reason we haven't planted them yet is because we're not done doing a lot of excavating around here. It is just roughed in. Now we're going to go back and start doing all of our final adjustments and bringing topsoil and doing all this stuff. So I haven't planted these flowers yet. This is and I don't want to say who it was because she requested not to mention her name, and I just want to tell her thank you for sending this. But it's from an artist up in Kentucky, and I have not opened this at all. So I read her letter, and it was awesome. But look at this. This is a sculpture. Look, he's going to eat the paper.
He instantly got the paper.
I don't know if you all enjoy watching somebody open gifts. What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, he's wanting to open too.
You like hearing that noise, don't you? Let's see what we got. What we got? Here we go.
Is he on there? Okay.
What do you think, buddy? What is that?
And we're back.
Can you take a bite? Help me. Pull it.
Let's
Pull
see.
it off
He loves that paper. He'd love to tear up
Pull it off there.
stuff all
Pull it off
pieces.
there. All right.
He's going to help you.
So this was sent by somebody, not a customer, or just somebody who wanted to encourage. And look at this. This is handmade from the artist.
Really?
Yeah. That's Bilbo.
Look how cute
Is that not
is.
beautiful? From from the
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings.
Oh my gosh.
What
is
did you
that
think,
like,
buddy?
Yeah, and The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Look at
Bilbo.
him.
Look at that. And it's signed and everything.
She hand done that?
It was this artist here. Okay.
Did they
Mike.
mention
The
it?
the studio's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow.
And it's numbered and dated and everything.
Oh
yeah.
my God, that
and
is
the artist
so
is
cool.
from Kentucky.
Wow.
Yeah, where mom and dad's from, you know. Is that not cool?
Wow.
So in celebration or support of our Hobbit homes that we did.
Yep.
And I remember when we come out with the Hobbit house, I came out with that thing and it was portable and I did it, right? And I remember there was this lady, of course she was an attractive girl. She came out with it and she got billions of building some Hobbit house, right? Well, because I'm a guy and I'm not all that good looking, it didn't get billions. But we did the first Hobbit house and it was portable and a round door and all the whole things. I guess we just didn't know how to market it ourselves that well. But we've done more Hobbits, Manda, than anybody in the country, you know? Done Hobbits, it's crazy looking. We just delivered 5 of them down here to Sevierville, right? So anyway, thank you for recognizing us as, you know, Hobbit builders and doing that as a...
That's cool.
Yeah, I love that.
That is.
You know what I'd like to do is I'll get a model of the Hobbit house and have that in front of it. Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, now that would be neat. Yeah.
Well, we're building a new office up in our building right here, and I've left room for a big wall that we're going to put a ton of pictures from when we started. So if you guys ever come to visit, you'll be able to see all the beginnings and all the pictures of the guys and homes and everything. We probably don't have enough wall space.
Yeah.
But we're going to have enough. Ace, you can't eat all
He
that,
is
buddy.
trying to get everything out of the box.
Yeah.
He's unpacking.
And I want to have places for this stuff. People have sent us, you know?
Yeah.
All right. This one here is a gift. Hang on there, buddy. And this is from the Mitts.
I love it.
Yeah, and this is really nice. This just came in the mail, and it says, I saw this crochet craft at Christmas time. The overlet feature of a red truck and a Christmas tree in the bed of the truck. You had just featured your new creation, the Incredibox, and the picture you took of it out in the field was perfect for recreating on this format.
Yeah.
I know how passionate you are about your product and hope that it can bring to people struggling to keep a roof over their heads. Your vision is inspiring.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice.
As I was making, look at him, as I was making this, right, this gift, don't you eat that gift, buddy. As I was making this gift, I was learning from YouTube videos how to create this, and I also learned how to use an app to create the design. At one point during the middle of the project, I made a mistake that caused me to take apart quite a few rows of the project. He's smelling something in there.
I bet they might have food down in there.
And she had to take part of it apart.
Oh, good.
Rows and rows of it. As I was lamenting on my misfortune, I thought of you and how you dealt with the collapse of your production building. Hey, stop. No, you can't have that. Of your production building, right? And how graceful you were in dealing with this misfortune. So I swallowed my frustration and labored on. Your work ethic is a lesson for all of us, and the grace with which you go through life is truly God-given. Good luck with your endeavors. God's grace and love to you. Sincerely, Miss Mitts. I'm going to tell you something right now. This, what I do here, and what I got to go through, that is massive motivating for me. You know, I know everybody says, Amanda, you've said that to me, that you don't know how I can deal with what I got and keep going on, how I keep moving, and I don't stop, and I'm a fighter and all that stuff. But I'm going to tell you, there are times when you get tired. There are times, not physically tired, there's times when you just get a little bit, wow, man. And when you, and I told Amanda today, I said, she is my, greatest ally, She'd stand in front of a bullet for me, And getting these little notes from people is just a nice, and Amanda loves it too, that we're able just to hear this, and it helps us
It does.
to keep going. Even though this is a business for profit,
Yeah.
it's just it's a challenge every day to do a lot of the things we do. Some days are way more than other, but thank you for that note, that word
Beautiful.
inspiring. Yeah. And then this is what she created. Isn't this cool?
Oh,
wow.
my goodness. Are you sure?
Hey,
Is that
Dave,
pretty?
hold on to this for me, buddy. You gonna hold any of this thing? Let's see what it looks like.
Ace quit.
Ace.
Ace wants that so bad.
Here, let me have that
No,
in.
look at this. Oh
Ace.
my gosh. Come here, Ace.
Incredibox, Amanda.
Oh my gosh.
That's gorgeous.
Oh, wait a minute.
You got it upside
I got
down.
upside down.
Yeah, there we go.
Here it is.
Oh my gosh, how beautiful.
Incredibox.
Look at that. We have got to get that framed and
I'm going
put
to sleep under that every night.
Okay, well, we're not framing it.
That's not going on the wall, huh?
That is so gorgeous.
Look at that. It's like a pictorial. You got the side,
Oh my
the end,
goodness.
the little trees. Look, your green door.
The green door. What's her name that done it? The first name?
Mitts.
Oh, that's her last name. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right. That is absolutely
It's
beautiful.
Patty Mitts. Pat Mitts.
Patty.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I know
That
his
is
name.
beautiful.
It's Craig.
I mean, Ace is loving the smell of that
Oh
thing.
my goodness, that's gorgeous.
He's inspecting.
How nice.
Look at the trees.
of
Look
her
how,
to do
Amanda,
this.
can you look at how she got
It's
this
so detailed.
and she had to take it apart. Is that the sun?
The sun.
Aw.
How beautiful is this?
It kind of looks like where y'all set it up before.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
you know what? It looks like a new logo to me.
That's true.
That's beautiful.
Wow.
The Incredibox logo. That is absolutely gorgeous. How sweet is that?
I love quilts,
Yeah.
man, believe it or not.
That's beautiful.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely beautiful.
Wow. That's cool. Now, I know
is.
you've got something you want to show.
Yeah, there was one that came, which, I mean, now you can show it.
Ace, nope. Okay, so we have somebody just purchased a
Yeah,
home.
you can show it. Just
Well, tell me about this person.
Well, the person that just sent this
Hey.
was the lady. I don't know why he's so in love with that quilt.
That
He's
quilt,
wanting to
man,
eat
he's
it.
loving it.
The lady that sent this picture, she drew this picture, and she just bought last Saturday, the 10 by 20 that we showed on Friday.
Okay, that's right.
Yes, and it is Diane Sapp.
And
you
she
can-
bought
you
and
can
she bought it
read
Saturday
her
morning.
letter.
I bet you wanted to read it.
It doesn't matter. You can
Okay.
do it. You're on a roll there.
Well, I'm on a roll.
You're on a roll.
And she drew this of Ace.
Look at that. And it looks like it's chalk. It feels like it's chalk.
This is original.
Yes. We're going to frame that to Ace.
Yeah. Hey, quit, bud. Look, he got a haircut, so Amanda had to trim all his fur. He had so many burrs from over on the mountain.
Those little green burrs.
She had to cut all the fur off his
I
face.
did. Come here, Ace. Look here. He got a chop job. Look at him. And him and George go to the groomer Monday. So I'm telling what he'll look like Monday. So, but
I
anyway,
know it.
I wanted to share her letter that she sent.
You want to read or want me?
No, you go ahead.
It's all right. You need something? She got to get by you there.
Yeah.
Hello, Randy and Amanda. Encloses a check for $58,000 for the 10 by 20 Amish-built tiny home you featured last Friday. Sam was very patient with me, and I appreciated his tact. I have also enclosed the drawing of Ace, which I hope, quote unquote, or parentheses, I hope would be used as a bribe. I emailed Matt about hauling the house to my property in Western Maryland. He has sent me the details. I was saving my money when Randy thought of putting a barn roof on an Incredibox to gain space for a loft, but this little home has everything I wanted. I need a loft for my rings that I sell to widows. I provide widow rings to people all over the world. What is a widow ring? I never heard of that. It's what I wear, was what I hear all the time. When my husband died and I became a widow, I was put off by the tradition of removing my rings by the end of the first year of our widowhood.
Yeah, I'd heard that before.
So I started the widow's third ring, which means you leave your rings in place to continue the story told on your finger.
Aw.
Then it designed the broken heart ring, which is shaped from tear-shaped stones. That ring appeals to anyone who has lost that important person in their life.
Yeah.
I'm getting old, and everyone knows me, believes that I will slow down when pigs fly.
And look at her
He
pig.
said,
Yeah.
my when pigs fly moment.
Look, she drew that. Look at her pig. That's her when pigs fly moment.
You know what? I'm right with her. That's when I'm going to slow down, is when
Yeah.
pigs fly.
When pigs fly.
Aw.
That, I thought that was so
Thanks,
beautiful.
Diane.
And she just purchased the 10 by 20 last Friday that we featured at the sales lot. And she sent the check and everything and sent the picture, made that of Ace and everything. So thank you so much.
Well,
It's more than just buying a house here.
yeah, it is.
It's more. It's not like a dealership where you go to you just go get the car and that's it, and you don't see these people again. It's a whole different feel here, and
It affects everybody.
It's so
It affects the
beautiful.
girls out there. It affects the guys
everybody.
out here. We know
it affects the community.
everybody, man.
Everybody.
Everybody's attitude, and I think that's why it's so stressful on us, is because
It is.
this is where we live. This is where everything, and people are coming from other places and coming in here, and then they're buying homes and taking them.
Yeah.
And we're responsible for everything.
Yeah.
It is, wow. I'm just wired
And
different.
too, all of our customers, that have moved in here that are residents now, they are so blown away by how friendly Newport is, how friendly that people are, how helpful they are. And in other places in the country where they lived, it wasn't like that. People
Yeah.
weren't so close together. So I think it's hard for some people here to even be so in other people's faces a lot.
Yeah.
Because they're not used to it. A lot of people, especially when the
They're
pandemic,
not used to being approached.
they're not used to being
Yeah,
approached.
right.
They're not used to being having to, say good morning to somebody or waving at somebody or something. So we're trying to build a community, and they're doing a great job. This community wants this camaraderie.
Yeah, they do.
They want to get together. They want everybody to be friendly. They want to do cookouts together
Yeah.
and do fun stuff together. And it's going.
We
that
would like
way.
to do that.
Oh,
We're just so
absolutely.
busy.
Oh yeah.
And I'm trying to make a living, trying to make enough money so we can finish what I'm not responsible for, but I'm
Yeah.
responsible because it's what I want to do to the
Yeah.
communities and make them look better, like building the lodge and changing the roads around and the landscaping. And I want to do these things that will bring people in,
Yeah.
That's just part of who we are.
One of the things that I'm glad that we're doing now is that we decided to do this weekly Wednesday Q&A. And it looks like the comments that we are getting is hundreds of comments. Wonderful comments. They love the Q&As. They love that we go on location somewhere.
Yeah.
One of the things that we've incorporated in, and we're going to go different places all the time, but going to like Bill and Carmen's and Will and Becky's and everybody's house like that, Dave and Twyla and all this kind of stuff. People are loving meeting the people here.
Exactly.
So they're getting to see the people in their homes. It's not just a house tour, but we're doing a whole thing. It's a little different spin on it. So we're answering your questions so you can stay in contact with us, so we can call out your name,
Yeah.
have some type of a personal relationship, and via YouTube, because we have people who literally watch us every day.
No.
And on the weekends, they'll replay the
lady
videos.
from Newport today,
I know,
And I get-
fantastic.
yep.
And but going to the homes, you get to see the product. You get to see how they live and what they think of everything and what they would have changed or would they do that again. And Bill and Carmen was so much fun yesterday. It was. They did not expect us to be coming.
Well, we did a house tour and
Yes.
wasn't expecting to do a house tour.
We
You
were
put out 3
not.
videos yesterday.
We did. We put out 3
you know?
videos yesterday.
And she wasn't she wasn't ready to do a tour, but
It was so fun.
I knew she was. When I walked in, I thought, your house is cute,
Oh,
man. This thing is just,
the
it's lived in,
Yes.
and it's not perfect, and that's what you want.
It looks so great.
How do you live in this house? Where do you put your dishes? Where do you put your clothes? Where do you put
Yes.
you work? How do you work in
How
here?
do you work there?
Yeah, so it was cool.
It was a lot of fun, and that's keeping us all connected. So
Yeah.
even though you're not here with us, you're still connected. The people on YouTube, I see, like I said, I see their comments all the time.
Yeah.
And I feel like when you read the comments, I'm like, oh, they watch all the time. Oh, I know that name.
Yeah.
And I love having that feeling.
You
It makes
keep
you
up
feel,
with that, and I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So it feels good.
Of course, I do not watch the videos. I don't
Right.
go back. I don't read the comments. It's not that I don't want to. It started when I first started this. I am so. You hate to reveal yourself,
Yeah.
but it's negative and positive affect me, and I don't. I really don't. I want the freedom to be me. For
Yeah.
some reason, I don't feel good about positive comments. Of course, nobody likes a negative comment, but I've actually learned negative comments are just really, like my dad would say, water up a duck's back.
Yeah.
And you know why? Is because I have such a greater responsibility
Yeah.
to a greater cause than to let any comment ever, anything happen of any
Right.
part of this business to affect my vision and where I want to go.
Well, you can't. This is what a lot of artists do, and I put you in a category of not just a physically building, factory and all that kind of stuff. I put you in the category of an artist as well, because you have vision and you have imagination. And if you are not allowed to have time to be still, be alone, think about some things, the company will not progress. Because the majority, listen, we all have different ideas and we all contribute different little things to you and try to help out. But the big ideas and stuff, you created those. Those come out of your brain. You weren't taught anything. Whenever that building was completed over there, the big black building, it was empty. Where do you start? Where do you put the very first shelf? Where do you put the first machinery? Where do you put the trailers? How are they going to go? Where's it all going to sit? You had to come up with that. So that's hard to do whenever you have got a blank canvas all the time, and then you have craziness, and then if you have negative comments, and especially negative comments, but if you have stuff that's feeding into your brain and things like that, it's not your thoughts, it's other people's thoughts.
Yeah, and I want to be free.
And you need to be free. That's right. Exactly.
I want to be free to think, and I know that it can cloud your mind.
100%.
Yeah.
And you're right, good and bad comments. Good
Right.
and bad.
Yeah, good ones too. Because I don't want to get lazy on the comments saying, oh, we're good. I don't ever do get lazy, but I just like, you know what? I'm projecting, looking forward. I'm always looking ahead and where I want to go. And to me, what I've already got in my mind for this year is already done. I just need to complete it. I'm going on to, I'm at January 1 now.
Oh, we're 100%. We're already into the winter.
Like we already offered our models and said, hey, listen, 30, 40 more models to sell.
Yep.
And we're pretty much done.
Yeah.
Now in Crediboxes, we could build several hundred more once this thing's rolling and pump them out.
And
So,
two, now
but yeah.
I don't know when you want to announce this. I don't know if you want to talk about it or if you want to even bring it up. But you do have an idea about Incrediboxes and selling Incrediboxes more, getting more out the door.
I know.
So
I don't know if I should. I thought about that
know.
this morning. I thought, I wonder if I should talk about that online.
I said just study on it over the weekend if you want to, and then
Yeah.
you want to do that.
It's kind of fun to, when I get an idea, I just send an idea
Yeah.
out there. And then what I don't realize is there's a lot of people that kind of have fun with it, and they feel the freedom to be able to like, whoa, let's go with it, or do this, do that. And,
Right.
and I think that's cool.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to, there's no way, I know I always mention Elon Musk because he comes out with these crazy things too.
He does.
And I'm like nowhere even close to his intelligence or how he handles everything. I'm not going to the moon or putting brain chips
well,
in
you
people's
definitely
heads.
have as much imagination as he does.
But I
that's
like
for
having
sure.
fun making stuff.
Yeah, you do.
Little stuff. My things are just little stuff that people can enjoy here. But I like having ideas coming out all the time.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I like doing them unconventional.
He will do whatever he can to get close to that quilt.
He wants that quilt, man.
Look at him. He wants to lay on it, I believe. He's a mess. Ace.
we're going to do something about sales. And
Yeah.
all I'm going to do is give you a grenade shot
Yeah.
of it. Is we're going to do something with our sales for our Incredibox.
Yeah.
I'm convinced, and the men out here are convinced, even though we are still not in full production, that our Incredibox is something that can really change a lot of people's lives. You know,
It will change lives.
is it a perfect house? Is it big enough house? Is it all these things? No, but I'm going to tell you what, there's not going to be a house that's going to be more efficient, cost effective, and be able to take care of people out of the heat and out of the cold and out of the wet. There's not a house in the country right now that offers those amenities at that price and the longevity of that home. Somebody asked me, how long could that house live? I don't see a date where it's going to collapse.
Yeah.
I've seen those panels of 25 years later, and they looked exactly like the day it was built.
That's right.
Okay, so I'm excited about that, and I've got a type of way of having you all helping us sell these Incrediboxes and how you can be compensated for it.
That's awesome.
All right.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I'm coming up with a plan. That's the premise of it, and we will let you know in the future of how you guys can really be a part of the Incredibox dream.
Yeah, we're excited about it.
Yeah.
Well, what I want to do, are you finished up in here? If you are finished up in here, I say we do this as a video. Go ahead and I'll post it so they can get that.
All right.
And then I want to do, Amber said we have a house out
House
there
we
that
got
we
to
can
walk
tour.
through. Let's do it.
Yeah, so we'll give you a house tour.
All right.
So we'll
Thank you to all the people
Thank you so much.
gave us these books. I will read these. It'll take me a while.
Yeah.
Because I only get a little evening time to read things and your thoughts and everything about it.
Well, and too, I want to mention that we have a whole stack of cards. We get cards and letters all the time. We can't share all of them, but they are so appreciated. You know who you are, who sent those.
Yeah.
You have beautiful letters in here and beautiful words of encouragement always, and we're so thankful, and we're so surprised every time we get
when you
something
say
like that.
I'd like, when we get our new office, I want to post them things because I
Yes.
think the guys need to see how many people, real people, that they're building these for.
Yeah.
And it encourages them. It's like they're not just coming to a factory. They're building things for real people that are going to live in these homes.
I agree.
And it helps them, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Yeah, and we'll see you later and watch the house tour.
Let's do it.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.